Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or coming back, this is Victoria and this is a time for your daily energy check. Let's get started right away with an oracle message. Let's see what I have. Now you know I brought a limited amount of decks with me, so they're kind of stuck with my but I will change them around today. So I use the Celtic deck as the main one. Today I'm going to use the Witch Tarot as the main one, and then the Celtic one will be for clarifications. Let's see what we have. Let's jump straight in. Yesterday the episode with Jess came out on the Mindfully Awake. It was amazing. Hopefully you got excited about biomechanics on many different levels. I will speak about it more in the future. Don't know exactly how, when, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, it was great to get the conversation going, you know, and for just also speak to her personal experience and how she found this combination of body work and emotional healing, and that pretty much they go so closely hand in hand, that especially for deeper misalignment, for things that have been with us all our life or for many years, you know. Let me just fix this a little bit. I think this will be better, and you can enjoy the wonderful Lico's Bay. And right now it's a tandem. It's always a tandem for her, which is great because I knew her, I met her when she wasn't thinking that way. So it's really interesting to see this kind of transformation of a person. Anyway, Divine Feminines, your card of the day is Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. Yes, magical things continue to happen, hopefully for you too. We are just a few days away from the solar eclipse. I am on the magical island of Patmos in Greece. This weekend I'm going to be visiting the monastery and the cave where the Book of Revelation was written. Should be a very special experience, and I'll speak about it on my socials for sure and in my newsletter, so sign up for it if you haven't done so yet. But maybe I'll even do a reading. Maybe I'll do a video message on YouTube as well about my experience. For masculines, we have grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. To me, this immediately speaks of the root chakra. Also, roots, of course, could be a lot about understanding habits, culture, and it can be interpreted on many levels and layers. So it's up to you guys to see what it could mean for you. Could of course be some kind of family story. It could also be connected with a certain cultural norm or cultural taboo. You know, maybe there's something that you are afraid to reveal to the society at large because you may be thinking that it's a taboo and won't be accepted. Something along those lines I'm hearing. Okay, so our main deck will be the Witch's Tarot. We'll get us a standard spread today. I'm thinking about doing a reading on the karmic work maybe tomorrow, or you know, here I can't really guarantee whether tomorrow is going to be the day after tomorrow. I'm doing my best. Of course I want to spend quality time over there while I can, and you know, readings can wait for a little while. But I also noticed that while I'm here, it's important for me to have off days when I don't really plan much, I don't do much. You know, like yesterday I had a long hike and I was out and about the whole day, partly because I was switching between locations, you know, so it was like a long tiring day. It was lots of action. So today I naturally feel like I need to just chill, to just relax. Tomorrow I'm doing the you know, another trip to the monastery and the cave of the apocalypse, which again is gonna be a lot to take in. So it's gonna take most of my day, and the end of it, I think I'll either relax by the pool or I'll take a walk to like a short hike to one of the beaches, and that's gonna be the day. But it's gonna be a full day again. And so on Sunday I'll definitely want to relax, and it's like that, you know. And then my Tuesday and Wednesday are gonna be super active again, and then I'm in London, and that's gonna be a few active days. So I want to, it's almost like I'm absorbing the rest of the summer, like the remainder of summer weather in a certain way. Okay, anyway, Page of Cups here. It's the main deck, so there is some kind of apology that's coming your way. It could be, oops, sorry. Don't have the wind right now, but still managed to lose a few cards. Using Celtic deck for the clarifications. So yeah, some kind of apology coming your way, 6 of Wands, where you'll realize that you were right. But it's tricky because our ego loves to be right. We thrive on it. Like, oh yes, I like being right. But the key here is not to thrive on the whole idea of like, haha, I got you right. Now you're here to apologize. I told you. This is more about, yes, acknowledging your wisdom, maybe even intuition, right? Like you didn't actually know, but you had that internal knowledge. Acknowledge it for yourself, you know, kind of like pat yourself on the head or on the shoulder. But for like, in terms of this conversation, this is a chance for you and the other person to align and get in a balanced state, you know, for your friendship to realign or whatever it is the relationship is, right? So remember about that. You know, you don't want to push the person away, like even though they came with an apology, you know what I mean? And you can usually tell pretty easily what that person actually wants that comes to with an apology, because they genuinely want to repair the relationship or because they have some sort of agenda. So maybe pay attention to that. Okay, energy. For the feminines, we have Ace of Wands clarified by 2 of Wands, so 1 and then 2, right? We're getting, or was it me? Well, we have Journey by the Moonlight, believe in magic, right? Like this is like a magic wand in its own way. And it's a new cycle, fiery cycle that begins. We've been gathering our energy, right? And this is again preparing us for the solar eclipse that's coming, which is also the energy of fire. So what I get here is we're being shown a new pathway. It's like a new, like literal pathway where maybe it wasn't lit up by the sun before and you didn't see it, but now it's shown to you. And you feel like, oh, it's quite straightforward. I should have done this sooner. Something like that, right? So I also like the 2 of Wands in this deck that's like all about an old ritual, things happening. So I'm getting that this is going to be connected somehow with the feminine psychic skills, and we've seen that trend for a few days now. For masculines, we see Knight of Pentacles clarified by 7 of Swords. Yeah, both of them are about, you know, knighthood, being a hero, slaying the dragon. 7 of Swords, of course, is also about secrets or lies, right? So it's almost like the goal is not really in quantity, it's in quality right now. It's important to do things properly, to investigate if there is confusion or doubt, to stay on the light side, you know. This is the opposite of 5 of Swords energy, which would be, I'm gonna win no matter what, or, you know, like any means would go. This is the opposite. Like, it's important how we do things. It's important to stay open-minded, kind-hearted, you know, to do this with balance and with love at heart, even if it's gonna take longer, even if the payout is not gonna be as big. What's the additional question? I'll speed up a little because it's actually getting dark here. Eight of Cups, clarified by Page of Cups, another Page of Cups, you know, and together they make 9, by the way. So I was already spoke about the apology that's coming in. This apology helps to put behind some kind of unresolved issue, something that didn't have closure. So closure is coming in essentially with this resolution, right? But another person will be involved in it. That's an important part. What does it mean for the feminines themselves? Ace of Pentacles, clarified by 10 of Swords. And I think we saw the 10 of Swords yesterday as well. So again, new beginning, but this is the second ace that we see for the feminines. Beautiful. I love this so much. There's definitely something big, and I already spoke about the mission, about the past that connected to your gifts, right? This is something tangible that it will take the form of something, right? But it's very important to put closure to some kind of old wound that has been resurfacing over and over. And you know, some wounds are like that. We think, okay, I'm good now, I feel good, I'm at peace, and then 6 months later a similar trigger comes in, but it's different, so maybe it's a different name, and it triggers you and you're in pain again, and it resurfaces and it reminds you about the previous events, or at least on the emotional level your autonomous nervous system remembers about it and protects you, right? And you realize that, well, actually it's not fully healed yet, more work is needed. So this is that time to acknowledge where this needs to be put in bed. There will be somebody else involved in this closure procedure. So somebody will apologize, for example, the person who hurt you, or this could be a completely different person from the situation, like, I don't know, a trusted friend, a therapist, somebody else, but they will help you bring more light into the situation and find that closure, whatever it is. You know, this is a general read, but it will help you unlock this new beginning in the physical, where, well, you'll need your energy to flow freely, and it's really hard to do when you have an active heart wound. So that's the connection. For masculines, we see 9 of Swords, clarified by Queen of Cups. Yeah, so it's interesting, we saw this card, the anxiety card for the feminines, in the last reading, I think. Yeah, so definitely there is Queen of Cups here, and this is also a resurfacing theme for the masculines, that they see the feminines, they see them in their beauty, they see their love. You see this huge cup of love. They can feel the way they can feel the love from the feminine, right? But there's even, it brings a bit more anxiety to them, right? So in this case, this closure, whatever it is, we saw the ending of the karmic cycle for masculines yesterday. Maybe that's that kind of closure, but it helps them to stop pushing away the love, to stop doubting that it's real, or that they deserve it, or that it's ever gonna work out. How the feminine seeing the connection? 5 of Wands, clarified by Page of Pentacles. And I'm pretty sure we saw Page of Pentacles yesterday, right? Kindness. So this is overcoming unfairness or external judgment with kindness, right? So whether it's the masculine themselves that have treated feminines unfairly, or it's other people who have somehow imposed their opinion and their will on the situation, on the feminine, on the connection, right? The feminine is seeing that you can't really fight it with force. You need to fight it with love. And that's the choice today. The energy of forgiveness, that's more accurate even. For masculines, we see 7 of Pentacles, clarified by Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely continue thinking over their plan and updating it. It's almost like if they have a notebook or even put it in online somewhere, right? Like people do these days. They like keep erasing something and updating it, and it's got like a, I've seen like this complex plan with subsections and subsections to it, and maybe there are like 20 items there. So they keep like, okay, now we also need to take care of that, and it's gonna happen here. Or when I'm doing this, I need to make sure that I remember and they add it up, right? So they keep updating it. And the big inspiration, it's not just about the feminine side. Okay, we've got mosquitoes here. But feminine is a big part of it. And if before, a lot of points in their life, in their general plan, included just themselves and what they wanted and what they liked, now they consider feminine in each of those points. How would that work for the feminine, or how would the feminine fit into that picture, right? Because they don't want them to be left out, also don't want to energetically push them away, because their plan of life doesn't include the feminine, right? So it's like almost for some to write in the plan, I'm hearing even the plan that they still like from way before, but now is gonna include the feminine. Okay, I am gonna finish here. It's getting dark and I'm actually done with the reading. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon.